Hello. Howdy do, guys. It's me once more. As always, I am just quickly setting things up for the stream before we can work on everything else I'm gonna be doing today. So, it's a Monday. You know what that means. My first thought was to say fish. Like a meme that's like on the Stanley MOV channel. Very good channel. I like his stuff. He also does reaction and other stuff as well. Hi, Lauren. Honestly, I would really like to figure something out so that I could kind of start trying to upload maybe on like a second channel, have my reactions, and then have like, I don't know, Mighty Grandpa on another channel. But I honestly, I don't even know how I would do that. I feel like there just isn't enough time, you know? Like, it's crazy to me that some people manage to do that. I feel like maybe it would be possible if I didn't have to like do other stuff, or if I stopped exercising. Nah, well, not really. Even if I stopped exercising, that's like just an extra hour that I get, which to be fair is good. But without like an editor, it just doesn't feel possible personally, because I need to spend time editing, which to be fair, I don't need to edit that complicated, because my editing is mainly just cutting things out a little bit, and that's kind of it. And then opening up and then making a thumbnail, which takes actually a little longer than other editing for me to do. But I don't know. It would be nice to have like a gaming channel, I think, kind of. We do reactions, we do gaming. But I don't know how well that's working out, to be honest with you. How am I? I'm doing great, honestly. How you guys doing? Anyway, right? They took your phone? Tragic, Lauren. Maybe you should read a book. Oh, man. I'm kidding. Although reading is fun, but I do that on mobiles. So, without a phone, that kind of sucks. Got the game. Alright, let's get to work on this. Now, last stream, I said that we were going to be making like a sound, like adding music to the game. We did not do that at all, in the slightest. So, this stream, that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to do that first, like give the game a soundtrack, or at least set up the functionality for it, and put in some like basic stuff, and then we'll work on other stuff. All right. Now, just for simplicity, let's go over here to our main level, and here's what we're gonna do. In our blueprints, we are going to make a simple blueprint. The music in the background, yeah, that's what we're doing. The BGM. This is a simple actor blueprint. We'll call this BP BGM. Now, the way we want this to work is going to be fairly simple, where we're going to have a collision box. When the player triggers this, it'll get what music is currently playing, and then it will change that music to another music. I say fairly simple, but as the saying goes, we do things not because they're easy, but because we thought they would be easy. How much we think this is going to be easy is debatable, but we'll see. Alright. I took a nap before stream, so I'm still kind of waking up. Look, alright. Oh, that water did not go down the right pipe. Or at least it didn't go down at all on the certain. Okay. So, I'm trying to think. Put some Voss music, that'd be pretty hype. You didn't sleep well, Lorem? That's unfortunate. I'm like trying to puzzle my way through stuff before we actually get really going. We do need a variable to actually play music. Like the yeah, let's just say current music. Or music to play. I don't know what kind of variable this has to be, but we can update it as we go. I think this would be like a sound variable or like thing. I'm not entirely sure, to be honest with you. Like, we have textures, but we also need like sound. And in here we'll have like a music folder. This is where we'll put our background music. Okay. Let's see. And, alright. So, I'm not really sure how it works. I'm trying to remember all the stuff that I know about how music works. Oh, why is my name Redikai? You know what? I think you are the first person to ask that question. Which is kind of funny. Okay, yeah. I'm like trying to remember stuff about how sounds work in this stuff. My channel's named Redikai because Redikai is an OC that I created when I was little, and I just held on to him as I've grown older, and he just kind of became the name of like everything that I have. If there's a Redikai, it's probably me. It's a unique enough name that no one was really taking it, so I just kind of use it for everything. Anyway, we are going to be using, well, I think I closed it actually. Whoops. Also, can't forget to do really important thing. Why is your name Best Lorem? Why? Alright, free sounds. I just realized another issue. My computer might crash when I'm downloading music for the sound effects. I hadn't considered that, to be honest with you. So genuinely, that might happen. That's a problem. But anyway, let's just assume that won't happen. Let me pause the music real quick. And let's hear some sounds. We have, this is freesounds.org, where, you know, Creative Commons attribution, just Creative Commons, please. Oh. Nah. These are more just actual sounds. Waves, beach sounds. Okay. A slight realization. This is not for music. These are sounds. Which are still good, to be fair. Let's go to the Free Music Archive. It's at the top. Music for your pro... Oh, okay, that's pro, which means I have to pay for it. So ignore that. Oh, boy. Free music sites. Free music for the game, better than stock music. That's sponsored. License. Nope, that's not what I want at all. Alright, cloud cover music. Free trial? Nope, not interested. What does Reddit have to say? Gotta tell me an idea? Sure. Inform me while I'm looking for sounds. Yeah, freesound.org is good for sound effects, but I do need a little more than sound effects. Oh, boy. Put the water sounds in the water section, and then, yeah, the beach, you change the music. I mean, yes, I'm going to do that. OpenGameArt.org. What is this place? Alright. Let's see if I can actually use that stuff. Okay. Seems pretty simple. Let's see how this actually goes, though. Okay. Let's pop this over here so you can see what I'm seeing. This is opengameart.org. Licenses, Creative Commons. Not a lot of options, honestly. So loud. Oh my goodness. I had my volume so low and it's still so loud. I wish it told me exactly what I could do with these stuff. Like, it's like what give credits includes a link to their Facebook page. I'm assuming that's pretty much what all these people want, right? Just like credit with a link to their stuff. If you that music goes hard. I mean, it's not bad. Don't get copyright attribution notice hit critical. See, just I don't know what these are short for. Creative Commons by 3 point. What is that? Share, adapt, as long as you attribute. Okay, that's fine. I can do that. And they give me what I have to attribute it to. Hit critical. We just gotta listen to stuff and think what we want. This one's actually alright. Kind of good. A little too chill. Maybe when we actually reach the town. This for the house section? Maybe. Remember, we're gonna be like fighting our way through all this area, like this entire level. Retrogracing. We're saving the grandchildren, Lorem. That's what we're doing. I like this one, but how am I supposed to like credit it with a link in a game? You know, can't really. How do I do that? Like crediting themselves, you know, like getting, like, hey, music by this guy or gal, is that's fine, but oh boy, gonna be more complicated than I'd hope, isn't it? So let's hear this one. What is the... This one is with attribution. I don't really see this one fitting anywhere, so good, because I don't have any... I don't know how to attribute it to them. Okay. Put it for a market section? Maybe. I mean, there are other options. I need to know what these terms mean. This, I mean, yeah, that's very much a desert, but I don't think we're gonna have a desert. What is CC by 4 deed? Provide a link to the license and indicate if changes were made. You must give appropriate credit. Provide a link to the license. Okay. Fine. CC0 is just completely free, right? Yeah. Into the public domain. Excuse me. Is there any... Because CC0... Because that would be the best for us. Oh, things are slowing down. Bless you, thank you. Oh, there is. Ooh, this is like beach at night. Or like a cutscene. Ooh, maybe a flashback actually on the island. Huh? Remember what I show you with Anton Blast 2? With what? I have no idea what you're talking about, Jix. Oh my gosh, what's going on with me? No, I don't see this like a main section. Yeah, I can see the flashback too? Okay, maybe. It's not bad, but... Okay. It's happy hour. Yeah, actually very much it is happy hour. Beach sports theme. Okay, I can see why it's called that. Oh my. Little short, but it's not bad. Not bad at all. I mean, we can loop that without too much issue, I'm pretty sure. Haunted Beach. Again, it's not really high energy enough for like what we're aiming for, I don't think. Crystal Beach. That seems... Oh. That seems like Valor. It's a... This was a little too epic for just the beach level 1, you know? Not bad. I mean, other ones can kind of work because we can also put like, you know, background other sounds. You know, we have free sound here, so it's not like it's just gonna be the music, but okay, kind of. This one would best would work as like a build-up. A lot of them aren't really giving the vibes that we want, because, you know, the moment you're off the boat, the guy tells you, hey, watch out for the animals. They're a little violent on the island. He's like, how violent? And immediately the guy gets eaten by a shark. So, like, and then you're off to the races fighting your way, getting through, beating up sharks and and birds. They're trying to kill you. And then after you get past all that, you fight like a bunch of wrestlers on the beach. So it's like, I don't know. Just not really giving the vibes. Oh, this one is definitely like... Jeez, that's loud. My goodness, that one is more like... you... One of the houses that you go into is like having a party. And they're just rocking out. That's what that feels like. No. Good music, but not the vibe. Otherworldly Oceanside. Day 7. Actually, wait. I'm kind of feeling this one. Also, the music is so loud. The alarm. GX, what do you think of this one? I'm kind of vibing with it, actually. Yeah, this is kind of... I think this could work for the level. Alright. It does slap too, which helps a lot. I mean, we'll go through the last 3 just to make sure, but... That's kind of nice. It's also long too, so that's really helpful. Oh, and it fades out, which means that we can loop it. And then it slowly goes do 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 do, and it's looped. This one so far is my favorite. Otherworldly Oceanside, Day 7. What a name. Theme for triangles. We're looking for something of a retired hero coming back on one last adventure full of determination. Okay, we're coming at it from different perspectives. I'm looking for a music that fits the area more than it fits, like, Eugene himself. Like, if we were making custom music, if we had that ability, sure, we would do like the Undertale thing, where every character has their own little, music, like, and then you could, like, wiggle it through everywhere, and, like, interactions and all that kind of stuff. That'd be really cool. I don't know how to make music, though. Okay, theme for a triangle. For a triangle. What a... Makes me think of Legend of Zelda. Okay. I mean, again, it's not bad music. It's just... It doesn't really fit where we're going. Mad Bosa. Okay. This was not bad, but I'm like trying to think of where we would put this. Mainly, I'm mainly just thinking about the music for level 1. And because the lagoon, Otherworldly Oceanside works really perfect for like the harbor. But all this stuff worked for, like, the sand part of the beach? I don't know. I can immediately tell this is not what the one we're on. Alright. Good music, again, but not just not what we're looking for, I don't think. Alright. We'll get Otherworldly Oceanside Day 7, full title. Creative Commons 0, which means it's public domain and free to use without anything else. Let me download that. Is the stream gonna crash? Nope. Okay. Well, hopefully. It'd be really tragic if it can't. We could have a nice piece of relaxing music, and after you finish taking to the shark, it changes to more intense music. Look, you're out of your conference. Do you mean comfort zone? GX. Okay. Messing around with stuff on the second monitor. Give me a momento, play, por favor. Oh, I have all my Mighty Grandpa stuff in my pictures folder, which probably isn't the best place to have it. Oh well, it's fine. There we go. Yeah, I guess we do need like a sort of idle music, right? Oh, autocorrect. Yeah, I get that. So this. Well, here's the thing. I was kind of thinking that that would be the sound that plays as you go throughout level 1. uh like the shark guy. Yeah, no. I got that. But I just don't know what to play, really. At what points. For now, we'll just go with this to make, and we'll look through other stuff later. So, in our music file, here we are going to drop Otherworldly Oceanside. There it is, nice and saved. Now, there are a couple things that we need to do, I'm pretty sure. Like, make a sound cue, which is where we get to, like, get some more control over what the sound does. We'll put it out here. Sounds, sound cue. This will be SC for sound cube. We'll call it beach underscore. So beach is the air is like the level, and the exact music will be we'll just say beach BGM like for now, I guess. Here we have our output. And in here we need to put our actual sound. How do we do that? Once again, I don't fully remember everything. Sound cues. Unreal Engine 5. I'm just checking it up real quick so that I can... Okay, Can I figure out how to work this just real quick? I'm pretty sure I know how, but... Wave player. There we go. I just need to remember the names for stuff. Oh, we actually come with a bunch of sounds. I didn't even realize. Oh. These are actually pretty good sounds. That's the one we added. Huh. Yeah, this is pretty good, actually. But anyway, what the sound this will be is Otherworldly Oceanside. And simple. You just, when this sound cue is called, it'll play that sound. If we could also do like other more complicated stuff, like make it so that it'll play different sounds depending on certain stuff, but yeah. Oh, also looping. We do want this to be looping. Yeah. So let's just close that. Once this box is overlapped, it's going to play the sound cue reference that it has. This is going to be a public variable. The default volume will be explosion, just to really catch your attention. I think we have to set something so that it doesn't play automatically as well. Well, we'll get to that when we get to it, though. So, on begin overlap, play sound cue. Prime sound cue for playback. Begin loading the sound reference by the sound cue to cast so that it can play immediately. Okay. There you go. But now, for the more complicated stuff. We need to get... Okay. Okay, I'm sorry. I was like processing what I was gonna say. When you overlap with this, we need to get all actors of class. What class? This class. BP BGM. I don't know if this is the most effective way to do it, but this is how I want to do it. We'll get all actors of this class. And we'll do a for each. For each actor in the class, we need to check a variable, which I'm about to add right now, called activated. It either is or is not activated. Get activated. And branch. If one of these BGMs is activated, then deactivate it. Then from that element, set activated. false. So if this is true, set it false. If it is false, well, no, set it to true, to false, and then play your sound. And get R activated, and set it to true. Activated only exists for other blueprints to like check it, so it can tell you, okay, we need to turn off another sound. This way, we don't have our sounds playing over each other. Well, to a certain extent. Obviously, we will have certain sounds which play anyway, but it's kind of fine, I think. Alright. So, we get all BGMs. For each BGM, we check, alright, is this BGM activated? No. Or no? Okay, then just play our stuff and activate. And set activated to true. Oh wait, no. If we do it that way, we'll activate this thing like a dozen times, or however many BGMs we have. So just do nothing. And then when completed, activate ourselves and play the song and play the music. Which means actually to remove that. There you go. Now, that's simple and hopefully should be fine, I think. We can test this pretty easily. First of all, let's get our dang player. Where are you? There you are. Yeah, we'll get back to testing the doing stuff with the whole building and all that later. Over here. Now, we'll set up this SCBGM to 0. Put it like here. Well, the collision's really important, so I don't know why it's not letting me see it. Am I crazy? I don't see it. I have it selected and I don't see the... Like, yeah, see, I select that one, I see its collision. I select this one. Oh. It's because I pulled out an instance of the sound itself and not the blueprint. Dope. That makes sense. There we go. Now we have it. We can make these taller. Probably should, actually, so let's just quickly... There you go. Okay, what the... Okay. Now, why did that happen? Also, what the heck? The collision has reset. Yeah, the collision on these things reset. Why? What's that about? Okay. That's really weird. That's really weird, actually. Going into our tile sets, going into our beach, or no, this is the beach. What is this called? This is called TM Beach, right? Where is it? Well, probably not in temp assets, I would guess. I have to reorganize this stuff so that they actually make sense. But whatever. It should be here. Where are you? Am I blind? Please point it out, guys. What the heck? Browse the asset. What? Why does it have a completely different name than what it is? Okay. Just delete that. Maybe it's because I tried to do it an easy way and just the game refuses to let me do that. But fine. We'll do it. Delete everything and then rebuild away. Oh, come on. Let me just... Okay. Fine. I'll just do that with everything else. Alright, then we have middle. Is this also middle? Yeah, that's middle. And this is middle. Set that to 0. Line it up. Also, is this in the right folder? It's literally not. Oh boy. There you go. Nice and aligned with itself. I don't know why it didn't... This happened, because it was working, you know, before. I don't know if I just... And it should be saved, because like everything else is saved, you know? So the fact that this didn't specifically, I have no idea what's going on with that. But fine, whatever. We'll put this all in a folder called Harbor. There. Are we good now? Yeah. Okay. Why? What's going on with you? This thing was working before, so I don't know what is up with it. The block camera blueprint. Where are you? Would you be in stage dressing? I mean, it would make sense actually, because I guess not. I guess it would make too much sense for something for me to do. No, it's just right here. I just didn't see it. Okay, so what is going on here? Why isn't this working? Okay. It gets your camera. I mean, there's only one really, but it's fine. And on a big overlap, it sets collided to true in the primary camera. Okay, fine. We'll open up primary camera because that seems to be. I should probably put this. I'll put it in the player because it affects the player directly. Primary camera. Hey there, buddy. Buddy, old pal, a friend, oh chum. If collided is false, then on tick, set the camera to directly face you. A little of an expensive way to do it, but sure. Fine, I guess. With a plus 20. And that's what leads to just the camera being here on us, right? Fine, fine, fine. Then, if we have collided with a block camera, we set the camera to component overlap actors sphere. There's its own sphere, I guess. Okay. Oh right, the sphere is what it's pointing at. Like we have the spring arm connected to this sphere, which is like here. Actually, it's not even connected, so I don't know what. Huh? Oh boy. I think it's that the spear. Wait, what does the sphere do? Okay. So, the sphere. Getting out numbers 1. Getting out... no object. There's nothing that the sphere is overlapping with. Can I connect this to the spring arm? Right. The sphere should be at 0. Nope. The sphere should be aligned with the scene room. Like over here. Yeah, so as close as we can get to this elusive infinite 0. Yeah. There we go. I guess we'll try that. Okay. But it's still giving out nothing, like null. And since it's unknown, it's not doing anything. Okay. This was working perfectly fine before. I don't know what changed. I didn't change anything about this, and now it's just not working. A world array of statics. Why? Component overlap actors. Returns an array of actors that overlap the given component. So, why? Wait, why do we need this, actually? Why do we... Wait, why do we need this? So we can get the block camera? Okay. I think I get that. Give me a moment. Stop. Let's turn that off for a moment. And walk here. Now, pop out for a moment. Zoom. Where is our primary camera? It's over here. Why? Is that why the sphere was disconnected, actually? Wait, that doesn't make any sense, though. Huh? Well, I mean, the sphere being disconnected does make sense, actually. Just put it at 0, 0. It's connected to the default scene room. The spring arm is what moves. Tea with leaves. Howdy do. Welcome to the stream. What in tarnation? The thing is, I've had this bug before when I was first setting up the camera, but it worked afterwards, and it has been working for a while. So I don't know why it just stopped working, really. Lorem? No. Lorem is just is my biggest fan. He's been here since I started streaming. And you are Tea with Leaves? Are you? I don't know, maybe I'm having a brain fart. Cup of tea. You know, that would make sense, wouldn't it? My brain is currently in, like, working on the game mode, so I'm, like, recognizing other stuff is just... The Hit Foreman verse, please help. Where's the Powers Master list? It's, like, in GM-only information. Okay, so get the player pawn. Where to place? Oh, wait. Okay. Get actor transform of the player pawn. This is because we changed the size of the pawn. And wait, but it's bigger now, the collision, so it should be fine actually. But maybe this one's too small. Let's increase it to 50. You know, actually, let's increase it to 100. Actually, you know what? Let's increase it to 150. There you go. Now it's... That by itself might work? No. Again, I'm getting off track of what I wanted to work on, but this is really important. I can't play the game if the camera doesn't work, you know? Okay, so get the player pawn. Get... I mean, we can't really put in our location, because that transform is different from a location. Okay. Oh. Thank you for a follow, T. Really appreciate it. Okay, I need to do some debugging. Oh. We're gonna do a couple prints here. We're gonna print the player transform, and we're going to print the sphere transform. Now, these should be the same. If they aren't, that's kind of a real big issue. And I don't know what I'll do about it, to be honest with you, completely. Because I don't see why they would be different, alright? Boom. Okay, they are different. Why? Okay. That is actually really annoying. Because, as I said, I don't know why. Component overlap actors. Returns an array of actors that overlap the given component. Alright. The component in question is our sphere over here. This thing. Why am I using Unreal and not something like RPG M or Ren'Py? Because I know how to use Unreal mostly. Generate overlap events? Yes, it does. Okay. Uh, I've spent like 2 years learning Unreal, and I don't want to spend even more time learning another engine. Also, I mean, it's mostly worked out generally for me. There have been some headaches, but ultimately, I'm pretty happy with what I managed to do so far. Component transform defines where to place the component for overlap testing. Object. This is the one thing I'm unsure about. Object types. Why do we need these? The current value object query object types is invalid. This is the issue. Obru's watching. He says hello. Hello, Obru. Hey, Insert. Welcome to stream. Wait, why am I making an array of world static? Object types. I mean, pawn would make more sense, wouldn't it? Because we're a pawn? But also, if that's the case, why did it work before? Okay. Set our location. You get one actor, and what you manage to pull out? Nothing. Okay, wait, that's weird. Move forward, and over here we put an unknown because... And then it ends there because it fails. It can't cast. What an odd situation. Because, okay, now we're actually getting an object here. So that's an improvement. Wait, it works. Why does it work? I don't understand why that works now. Look, there you go. The camera now stops following us because we've reached the edge of the map. We've crossed the block thing. But why? Because on one hand, I am actually happy that it works. On the other, I don't really get why it works. Because, like, none of this ever happens. Wait, I know the problem that this causes. The camera doesn't go up with us anymore. Which is what it's supposed to be doing. Because even when you reach the edge of the map, there are times where we might want to, you know, allow the player to climb. Well, there's tons of times actually where we kind of want that situation. So the fact that the camera doesn't follow us up and down, even at edges, is actually a pretty major issue. I can't directly connect this. Okay. Why is it giving us 0? Wait, I'm being dumb again. We don't want a pawn. We want... I remember why it was world static. We want whatever this is. The block camera. So let's open up this blueprint. Make it realistic. Dang, I hadn't realized you were streaming on YouTube too. I've not been counting as a viewer and have not been able to chat since you started streaming. It's fine. But yeah, I stream both on YouTube and Twitch. YouTube has it seems, been a lot more popular for me. But nice to have you now, Brew. Okay. What kind of collision does this thing have? Or, no. What kind of... what's your object type? Because that's what I really care about. Can I just look that up? Probably not. Yeah, I'm not even... oh, wait, no, I just spelled it wrong. Alright. So... oh, wait. Actor. You're an actor, but not a pawn. How do I find something's object type? This is not really an issue that really comes up for me. Find actors object type. Because static was working before. Which makes sense, you know, it's... object type... query object type, apparently. Well, never mind. The one response I found was, hey, do this, and then the person's like, that's literally not what I want at all. Cool. Maybe there's a chance that Mighty Grandpa will break his back? No, why would I do that? You know what? Actually, wait, I just realized. Not about breaking his back, but a very simple way to do this. Bro, if I could just write, this would be so much... I'd be so OP if I could write English. So what's the lore about Grandpa? Oh boy. We're currently working on it, but... the game lore is mainly... Eugene was having a nice old... that's his name, by the way. Why is he so many? Okay, so Eugene used to be a wrestler. Although he was a wrestler even when he was like in his like older ages. He had his whole adventure where he like fought the mafia with his brother. The whole thing that happened. Then eventually, while fighting the mafia, his brother dies. He gets killed. Sad, tragic. And he decides to move on, to be like, alright, this is getting too much. I'm just gonna go. Dang it, I was really hoping I could just get my... wait. There we go, get object type. Print that. Enum to string. Wonderful. Then for a while he lives in the forest, just, you know, kind of chopping wood, being alone, and just enjoying the visits of his family and like his grandkids. Then one day, oh, whoops. World static. That's what it was at. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. That's really frustrating. His grandkids get kidnapped by people. Who are they? Unknown. They leave behind a letter being like, come to Superstar Island. He's never heard of it. It's like, alright, I guess I'll be there. It's this island where he's gonna have to fight through a bunch of wrestlers. It's like this whole game show that's going on. That he's essentially being forced to participate in. While he's just kind of like trying to get through around. And find his grandchildren. Fights a bunch of bosses. And, yeah. And the game is mainly going to be him remembering, like, his old tricks. Like, after every boss, we still have to add the functionality for this, but after every boss, you unlock a move that you can, like, put onto yourself. So, that'll be fun. Alright. So, we found an object, right? Something that is world static. Alright. Move forward. Sorry, I hit the mic. I'm so sorry. But it gives out class unknown. Why? Okay. What? Given it an array and an index, returns a temporary copy of an item in the array at that index. Since it's a copy, changes to this item will not propagate back to the array. That's totally fine. We don't really need to change the array or the object itself. All we need is to have a... Yeah, literally, this is our only option to get us stuff. Something. The villain is his wife, obviously. Ah, who knows? Maybe you're, maybe you know. Literally, this is how you get something out of an array. Get a copy. It's so annoying also because this is the way that's set up. It'll always only be one item. There's not an array to deal with. But okay. And I can't just like skip this because you're supposed to set it to the up direction has to be relative to the specific this, you know, block camera that you're interacting with. And I can't do that. I don't know. Does anyone have any ideas for what I'm doing wrong here? Get a copy once again and print. Oh my goodness. Print string, convert that to a string, enum to string. What do you... world static. Okay. Well, you know what? I actually don't know what I was expecting there. Because this array... this... Wait. I just had a realization. A realization that I really hope isn't correct. Because if it is, I'm gonna be a little annoyed. What? That's somehow even more confusing. I don't understand a lot. Bro, you and me both. Okay. So it is getting... What? It is getting... Huh? Actor object reference not compatible with block camera reference. Okay. Right, because it's an array of actors specifically. Wait, no, that doesn't make any sense. Oh, hey, Jenny. Well, welcome back to the stream. I'm here utterly confused. I was going to work on the music, and I actually started working on the music, but then we ran into a really, really annoying bug, which makes our camera not work. You know, just a slight issue. What? Is it the fact that it's component overlap actors that is the issue? The sphere, whose purpose only exists to overlap with stuff. The problem is we can only really get overlapping components, not just... But it really shouldn't be an issue, because it as our previous print showed us, they are getting... they're literally getting the block thing. Camera, block, camera. They got it. So why can't they use it? Why does it just vanish? Like here. Let's see if I can find out a solution. Unless somebody in chat happens to know what the actual answer here is. How to get a reference from an array. That's pretty much all we want, right? Very simple. Just load an array with instances and add for operations. Like get the first one or get a specific in the array. The only array functions you can see are quite fun, for lack of a better word. Oh man, how fun they are. Random set returns the reference, but I don't get the exact value I want. Oh my goodness. Okay. I don't really see that option though. Get ref? Does that work? I don't know. No. That changed absolutely nothing, so I guess not. Oh, this is still a copy. I don't know. What? Even though I literally pressed get ref. That's crazy. I didn't even... it just changed it to a get copy. Get a ref. Returns a temp. This is a copy. Okay, cool. Amazing. What? Oh boy. That's a solution. Okay. I'm finding like nothing really that will let me, which is unfortunate, huh? Why can't I don't really know, honestly. I mean, you set the spear to where the player is. You get things that are world static and that are of the class BP class filter, and it succeeds. We do get an item here, right? Like, except it seems like it doesn't. Number of actors 0. What? You know, I had a week-long course on Unreal at the start of the year, and I can say for sure this stuff's not for me. No, I get that, man. It's a lot. Before I even got into Unreal, at school, we had a class where we learned, like, basic, like, C#. And the whole purpose was just to get us into the mindset of how to, like, code. Because even though Blueprint stuff is easier, it's you still need to get in that mindset. So, like, I get it. It's like rough. Okay. It's putting out 0 objects. What if I just put all types in? I know this doesn't make much sense, but maybe we're just not picking it up at all. So, world static, world dynamic, physical body, vehicle, destructible. We don't even have these kind of stuff. It doesn't matter. NPC. There we go. And then filter it. Alright. Still putting out 0 actors. Okay. Interesting. How do I remove pins again? Oh, there we go. Remove array pin. We just gotta slowly cut away at the at the possibilities. The block camera is a world static, right? Turn that off. I need to look at something. Yeah, world static. So this cannot be the issue. The component to test with is a sphere. Wait. Let's try something. Let's move out for a moment, and let's find the camera. Okay. Let's find your sphere specifically. Okay, your sphere is over here. Show collision, please. Okay. Let's take back control. Let's step in there. Pop out again. Go to our camera. Go to sphere. Okay, the sphere's over here. And it hasn't moved. Okay. Alright. That's probably the problem. Why? This is an event tick, so we can't really test it, like, manually. But for some reason, the component transform is just not being set. It just isn't moving. Okay. Uh, what a very specific. But why? I genuinely, I'm not sure. Can I actually wait? Let me have an idea. Let's split that and get our player pawn's location. Oh, context sensitive again. Get actor location. Set that in. Nothing else needs to be changed. Genuinely, that might have been the only issue. No, okay. Let's try and seeing if that changed anything at all, though. So, all right. X negative 7,000. Oh, whoops. Yeah, I get. Jeez, just give me a moment. Play, pop out. Show collision. Oh, dang it. See, here we are. I think it might be that the collision is too small. It's too big, actually. No way. That can't be. Can it be? But, well, no, but, because, like, it's still not moving. Because at least if it was moving, it'd be different. But it's not. Okay, so that one's fine. Rotation doesn't matter. Scale doesn't matter. We set the location. And it's pulling out... It's like pulling out nothing. Okay, there you go. Pop back in, and now we're full in. Stop it. It has our location, so that's where the component should be. Jeez. Come on. It's so annoying that I can't really move to, like, see stuff with... like this. Because testing tick event stuff is so annoying. Okay, so we're well inside of this thing. And it hasn't moved at all. Oh, that's... why? I don't understand that. Do I just completely misunderstand how this works? You know what? It doesn't matter. Here's what we're gonna do. We are simply going to grab our spear and set... oh, jeez. Actor location. Fine. Set world location. Location will be where the player is. There. And just like that, everything should work fine. Why? What is wrong now? Here it is. It's inside of the, It's inside. Okay. So, sphere. Location. It's set. Alright, we move on. Get world location. Put that in. Component transform location. Do I even need that, actually? Can I just not use that? Oh, yes, I do. Because need it, because otherwise it's set to 0. Okay, fine. It's incredible how impossible this is. And it gets nothing. I don't understand. How does it get nothing? Component overlap actors just doesn't work. Okay. Let's try something else. Of BP. What's it called? Yeah, right. Block camera. I'm just like I'm just trying random stuff now. But okay. Overlapping actors would work if it just allowed me to have the sphere collision be it. Except I just did it again and it worked this time. Okay, cool. Cool. Sorry I'm getting so heated. It's just, what the heck, man, you know? What the heck? Does that work? Please tell me that works. Okay. That's fine. We'll just find out why that doesn't work either. We'll just pause that there. Break, and then it's a tick event. Yeah, you're good. This stuff is frustrating. Now, okay. I have an idea. I think the problem is coming from the fact that this is a tick event. Instead, what we can do is have, no, that wouldn't solve anything. Or, okay. Here is what I'm thinking with my brain. We'll have a custom event. We'll call this, limited follow. Limited follow will have a Boolean called currently limited. So get that. And we'll have a branch here. This is like a way to counter the fact that it's connected to a tick event. So the moment this becomes true, actually, I'll think about it in a bit. So instead of this connecting here, because I think this is simply a situation where things are. It's because it's a tick event. I think it's literally only because it's a tick event. Here's how this works. We need a timer by event. Or, well, no. We need a timer by event over here. Actually, no. Okay. Over here, we call limited follow. So, if we have collided with something, then, or something that can activate our collided Boolean, then we call this over here. And currently limited, we set a timer by event. So we're going to have another event. So start limited follow. And then our custom event over here. Again, a second one called just the limited follow. Connect these up. And this is going to have a time of like 0.001. Really short. Essentially a tick event. Still somehow less expensive than a tick event. As soon as this timeline activates, well, no, even before it activates, we're going to set currently limited to true. Just so there aren't any other issues. So, alright, it does this, and now the tick event will be coming in here and doing nothing. This timeline sets it so that every 0.01 seconds, the world location of the spear will be set to the location of the player, and that's pretty much all it'll do. And this will succeed, and it'll set the location of the camera relative to the player and the blocking camera. Now, let's see if that is right. Okay. Alright, I gotta turn this off so I can actually experiment. Okay. So that's not working, which means also world static. Where it's bringing that. it's over here, I think. I think you informed me already. Okay. Let's set this once. Over here. So, limited follow gets called. If it's false, then it does all this stuff. Actor object reference is not compatible with BP. I mean... Get overlapping actors of class. I mean, that's what this is, so... It's a little annoying that I can't... Okay. Which is, again, why we had the cast. So connect here, and then as that, we set it up there. We do this once. When this thing is triggered. And then... Get rid of this stuff. We simply target it. Okay, let's see if that works any better. Nope. The question, though, is why? Are we still getting nothing here? Okay, we'll come to this timer. Access none trying to read BP. Okay. Yeah, that's what I figured. Okay, so the timer happens. Yay, what-da-da. Now we cast this. And it fails. Note, this will cause the blueprint to always be loaded, which can be expensive for SX. Right. I forgot that that's like a whole thing about... I mean, that's fine, actually. Usually, because the things that we want to always be loaded are usually already in the level. Okay. Sphere. That's the target. And it's getting nothing. Can the beach event just not generate overlap events? I'm pretty sure I checked that, and it could. But I'll check it again. Okay. Block camera. Box. Generate overlap events? Yeah. Your world static, your collision is query only, so you can respond to stuff. Man, I really said Peach event and gave me flashbacks. That's oh, that's funny. Okay, it overlaps literally everything. Except NPCs, which, I mean... Actually, no, it's fine to block NPCs, I think. It's just purely overlap and a single block. Is the collision different over here? Nope. 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 Nowhere. Okay. Okay. BP block camera does not generate overlap events. Is that it? The collision does, but the actor itself doesn't? And did that break it by itself? No. Okay. Because I turned that on and it still didn't work. I mean, I would have been frustrated that it's like such a simple thing, but also I would have really preferred that it just worked. I've learned that the frustration of finding out that the answer was simple is nothing compared to the satisfaction of, okay, it's been solved. I just don't know why get overlapping actions isn't working. Because there's nothing about this that shouldn't be like triggering it. Because it can generate overlap events. It's fine. It has all this functionality. Man. I want a bacon cheeseburger. But, I get the munchies when I get frustrated. I'm not gonna order one. We had this really nice pizza place where, like, nearby, that they also do, like, sandwiches and stuff. Their bacon cheeseburger is so good. But I'm not gonna get one today, because we have a lot of food. I went to a wedding recently, and also another, like, party thing, and we have a lot of food, is what I'm saying. But man, I kind of want something like greasy, unhealthy for you. Get overlapping actors. That's should be. And I'm not finding anything that people. Why are you making me hungry? Listen, I've got to share the suffering a little bit somehow. Wait. I think I literally mentioned what the issue here was. I haven't had a burger since 4 days ago. Oh man, I don't know. I haven't had fast food in like a week or two at this point. Generally, I am trying to eat healthier. I've cut my like soda consumption and juice consumption down like a crazy amount. I still drink like a soda or two a week, but that's way less than before. Oh, the God Rays are back. Right, I was actually gonna change this curtain so that light doesn't flood in. I should probably do that after stream today. But before I forget, I think our solution is very simple. Delay. You're hooked on Coke? The soda? I assume you mean the soda? Okay. Here is what has to happen. We add a delay here. And that's it. Dang it. I was really hoping that would work. Like, really, really hoping. Huh? What the heck? Okay. Um, I got quoted like 4 times for being a coke addict. I mean, it's just so easy with the way that it's called. Oh man. Hilariously, this delay gave me the illusion that it worked for a moment. But only because all this other stuff didn't trigger. um... Okay. I think I am just going to... I'm just going to leave this for another time. Let's get our BP thing and do a validated get. Where if this is valid, continue. If it's not, don't. Which essentially means none of this is going to trigger now. So we go through here and nothing happens. Because it's been blocked. To be fair, I do think this is actually an improvement to how we were doing it before. If only because we're using slightly less of our tick. And using less tick is always better. It's frustrating, I'll be honest, that a very simple thing that feels like it should work doesn't. I genuinely don't understand why give me a moment. I want to try one last thing. Get overlapping actors of BP block camera. Get a copy. Compile. I probably shouldn't have saved, actually. No. Okay. Alright. I was a little hoping that that'll work. I mean, we could test it pretty easily by the mere fact that the camera isn't following us. Like, up and down, specifically. Alright. Dang it. I just don't get it. I just don't get it. Who knows? Maybe after I go to bed, I'll have a dream and I'll figure it out. Oh, wait. Actually. Specifically, I wanted to do this. Since I made the sphere the default scene route. I was hoping that this would... But, no. It just gives me nothing. Oh well. I guess we'll go back to what I was originally doing. You know, I just spent, like, what? 2 hours doing something completely unrelated to what the whole stream's supposed to be about? Oh, well. I hate this so much, because it was working. That's really what bothered me. That's why I'm, like... Let me turn off this background music for a moment. I need to listen. Alright. When we walk through here... Wait. At least you stopped doing music jump scares. Do you hear something or am I crazy? I'm crazy. I'm... Yeah, okay, I'm crazy. I'm pretty sure I'm crazy. Uh... Let's see if any of this is working. Alright. Move forward. Move forward. Right now, there should be... There's only one, which is itself. And goes down here. Alright. It goes through its whole processes. And now it should be playing sound... Priming... It's priming. Activate. Okay. I guess we'll listen to our background music for a little bit longer while I figure this out. Because essentially all we want to know is how to play a sound in... Let's see, right click on context. What? Huh? We have our sound cue here. Playing a sound from Blueprint. Because it's very... We could just drag it in and have it play, but that doesn't really help us at all. Okay, that's... Oh. We need a component for it, rather than a... That actually makes a lot of sense. I completely forgot about that. Okay, I got it. So, in our default scene, we need a component. Well, we need a sound thing specifically. Just call it sound. And on our event, we can play. I've just gotten in the habit of doing it this way. We're going to get our sound component, set sound. Nope. Set media player? Is that what we want? Maybe. Maybe. The way that, because it's a 2D game, we are gonna make this like a universal sound so that it, no matter how far away you get from the source, the audio volume stays the same. I mean, I guess we could try to do it a different way, where as you get farther away from a certain area, it does get quieter. That's not traditionally how it's done in 2D games, but, I mean, that's kind of the advantage of a 3D map. What do you guys think? Should I make the volume even across the entire area where it is? Or have it, like, be 3D? Is this really sound? There we go. No, I want an audio component, not a sound. A media thing. Set. Wait, compile. Set sound to music to play. There you go. It's, I don't know how necessary this always is, but I found that not doing this just causes problems. Generally. Also, did I set this thing's music to play? It's by default it's an explosion, so should be fine. Okay. We do need to turn auto activate off, because I know that that's like the whole thing. Yep, there you go. And now we pull our audio and activate it. And, oh, wait, I just realized. Okay, no, it's fine. I was trying to think of something. Because we do need to send a way for things to know when activate changes. So, we're going to add an event dispatcher called, activate changed. The event activate changed, where when this event is called, it'll simply do a branch check where get activated. Oh wait, no. Actually, yeah, no, it's fine. If activated is false, then is there a deactivate? Yeah, I didn't think so. For some reason, it's never that simple. Deactivate audio Unreal. Nope. I don't want to delete sounds. I want to have them Unreal stop sound after activation of audio. Lots of YouTube videos that are probably really helpful, but I'm just trying to figure stuff out on my own right now. There we go. How do I stop a sound? What is it called? I'm seeing some people say something about end audio, but apparently end audio doesn't exist. You seeing this? There's literally nothing with end. So I don't know what these people are even talking about. You need writing motivations? You've been doing nothing for hours? Man, I get that. I've been wanting to do writing for a while. Just because I like writing. But I just haven't had the time. And when I do have the time, I don't have the motivation. In my experience, the best way to deal with it is, I don't know. How do I deal with it? Manic obsession is mostly how I deal with it, actually. Which isn't really the most useful advice. I do sometimes manage to hype myself up with the knowledge that if I don't do it, literally no one in the universe will. Like, sure, maybe someone might make something similar, but they'll never make what you thought of exactly, for better or worse. So if you don't do it, it will never exist. And that's tragic. Wait, just stop? Oh my gosh, why couldn't I just find that? There you go, stop. That's a cool mindset. Well, thank you. Just call it activate. Fine. Activate has changed. Or activated has changed. And then rename this to activated chain. Well, thank you, Jenny. I don't know, it's it's a realization that I came to not too long ago. About, well, a couple months ago. No, actually, I think it has been like a year now. Oh gosh, time is moving too fast. But yeah, if you don't do something, if I don't finish Mighty Grandpa, I mean, who will? Right? Like, it's not gonna exist if I don't do it. This channel wouldn't have existed if I hadn't made it. My reactions wouldn't have existed if I hadn't done them. It's a pretty simple logic, I think, but one that affects me. It gets me moving at least enough to do stuff. If it's true, then do nothing. Okay, move forward. Do your thing. Yeah. Let's just turn that off. Jeez. Oh, wait, that's an issue. We do also need to make sure that if it's, like... We need this to call activated as changed. No, not that. We need to call the event. Wait, why do we need an event dispatcher, actually? We don't. I don't know why I thought we needed one, because it's a single blueprint. Right? Yeah. Okay, here's the thing. Right now, this works to make sure that if another thing is activated, turn it off and activate me. Right? That makes sense. However, if we are activated, we turn ourselves off and then activate ourselves again. Which isn't what we want. But also, we don't want to make it that you can't activate this thing again. Because what if you decide to be crazy and go across the level and then go back? Or we just have like two sound cues that are kind of close to each other. Actually, you know, we should just be able to check is active. Yeah. And then do a branch, right? So upon completion, if this is false, go here. And if it's true, then just do nothing. There you go. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Hopefully. Assuming it works, of course. I'm not sure if it's working or not. I can't really tell. Let's try the song that we brought in called, yes, our beach thing. Yeah, that's what we don't want. Oh, wait. Okay. When we get here, what happens? Alright. Here, this is false. So we move forward. Then, we come here again, and it gives false still. Why? Well, component is actor, not actor, not. I mean, after you activate it, it stands to reason that it would be active, would it not? Ah. It's because it's including self in here. That makes sense, honestly. That, you know what? That does make sense. So because it's including itself, it's turning off itself and turning itself on. Which is a problem. Something we actually don't want to happen at all here. So specifically want to exclude self from an array. So we have get all actors of class. And we could just, yeah, I'm looking into a thing. The simplest way is, again, another branch, where here we have make it equal to our self. Fine, I'll do it this way. So if so, it does a loop, and if one of them is ourselves, skip it. So if this is true, do nothing. If this is false, do something. Oh, wait. It got disconnected from everything. I wish I don't like tangled wires. Whatever. Okay, false. Keeps going. Activates. Does its thing. And now it's true, so it's not doing anything. Wonderful. Yay! And we can't activate our own self again. Finally, it works! Ooh, sorry. Yay! Oh, right, I forgot. I could add, like, little animations for our attack. Ah, very satisfying to finally have a little bit of music in the game. What was I gonna say? Alright. We can move on to other stuff now. We could go back, if we truly wanted to the, the camera. We could. I'm not gonna though, to be honest with you. Instead, I am going to make some more temporary textures of our character, so you can get a sense of his attack stuff. We're gonna like affect his controls and all that kind of thing a little bit. Make sure everything's nice and aligned with where it needs to be. There you go. Gonna copy, paste that, rename this to temp grandpa, not grandpa, grandpa without the D. Punch 1. Let's edit that. I don't. There's not really much of a reason to that I copy pasted it, because we're just gonna erase the whole thing. Mainly, I just wanted the size of the thing so that I can work with it. Do. There you go. Pull out our brush. And now, we're gonna do a punch little thing. Got his legs here. Got his body. And this is him winding up for a punch. It doesn't look great, I'll admit. Save that. And then gonna do this kind of thing. Boom. That's his punch. Save as 2. With that set up, we can kind of start setting up a little animations for this kind of thing. Go back to sprites. Well, create sprites. And then from the sprites, create a flipbook. Call this flipbook temp punch. And let's slow that down a little bit. little too slow. Yeah, there we go. Bum ba da 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 Ugh, I'm just getting tired. Like most weekends, I didn't sleep super well. But it is what it is. Oh, by the way, I am gonna put that a poll on YouTube for what I should react to tomorrow. It's all Star Kid musicals, of course, but gonna put up a little poll, and we'll see what people are interested in. I might probably also put one on Discord, just for people who are watching from, Twitch or another thing. Most of my viewers come from YouTube at the moment. I've noticed that I heard this before, and it turns out to be very true. YouTube is way better for discoverability than Twitch. To be fair, a decent amount of people have found me on Twitch at this point, but I feel like YouTube is where I get the most amount of new people watching me. Okay. Oh, wow. I forgot. We were working with our shift thing. We do have to get to that eventually. Yeah, I found you on YouTube, but you like Twitch better. I mean, you can watch me on Twitch. Do you not have a Twitch account? Actually, like, why not? I just realized. Because you said you've been watching me for a while, and you just didn't know. Your view wasn't being counted because, I guess you didn't have a Twitch account. I mean, you don't have to have one. It's not really a big deal. It's just like a curiosity to me. Okay, so we are gonna have I should organize this stuff. We'll set this category to be attacking. Well, is attacking will also go into the attacking category. Shocking. Is bounceable. What is... Oh, that's like when you, like, bump into something. Did we ever get that? I don't think we did. There's more is attacking, so I'm pretty sure. Whatever, we'll start with this one. So, attack. You press F, you go bang. You do your thing. Send the line trace forward, and yeah, that's pretty much it. We're gonna extend this a little bit more. Move things to the side. You're exhausted, you're gonna go? That's alright. See you, Jenny. I'll see you tomorrow. Rest well. I'm like trying to think of where would I put the animation. Probably at the beginning. So we're going to make a variable, call it play punch anim. This one is going to be a flip book. Yeah, paper flip book. And of course, we'll set this into a category called animation. Animations. Once again, for convenience sake. Oh, well, no, actually, this is wrong. This is our punch anim. And we need a variable called... Okay, here's what I'm going to do. We're going to make a variable called is punchin'. This will be a boolean. Set it here. So, set is punching to true. Do your thing. And then before the final delay, we'll set is punching to false. So hopefully this will be kind of lined up. We'll have to work on the actual stuff to make it nice. Attacking is specifically just, are you currently attacking or not? That's what that whole category is for. Now that we set that up there, we have to actually say what happens besides being true or false. So, in our animation section, which is going to get way longer than this, of course. As I said, it's going to get way longer than this. So we'll just preemptively put it all the way out here. Punching should probably have higher priority. By the way, just a quick question to people who are watching. Should I make it so that when you punch, you can't, like, run forward, like, you can't be moving around? So, like, when you press punch, like, you're walking, and then right now, when you punch, you can keep walking even as you punch. You think maybe I should make it that you stop and then punch? I don't know. Oh, wait, I just realized. Instead of doing this, I should probably do... Yeah, wait, I just realized. I need multiple charge animations. Like... Yeah. It just needs to exist to, like, determine, like, how far in your charge you are. So this is punch. This is charge. I can't believe I forgot that. That's actually kind of really important. Don't do this. Don't do this. Fine. Oh no, don't. Why? I hate when this happens. I don't understand it. There's like this glitch in like that that things get like renamed. Two different files get renamed when I renamed one, and I don't understand why. Like they're being treated as the exact same file when they're just different ones. Especially, it usually happens with like copied stuff. Okay, there you go. I think it's because of the way that I name stuff, maybe. But no, that wouldn't really explain it. a temporary asset. There you go. The arm has been severed. And save that, and then it'll be done better in the actual thing. But this is the 3 stages of charge. There's literally no transparency. I don't know what it's talking about. No, not widgets. We need to go into textures, temp assets. Charge 1 to 3. That does mean we actually have to go into this flipbook, like this one, and make this like slightly faster. Actually, no, way faster. I'm like trying to think how we'll do this, but it's fine. I'll figure it out at some point. Create sprites. And then create flipbook. FB charge or temp charge. Charge punch. Bring it down to like 2. How's it going? It's going pretty well, I think. There you go. It's a really awkward, like, boom, for his punches. But it's whatever. Alright. So, punching, we probably want to take priority, like, highest priority. Drag that over here. You're mainly using free assets? Yeah. All the temporary assets are either free or I've made them. So, my brother is currently actually making the actual stuff. He's like drawing it all together. So we'll do another select thing here. And this one is going to be punch. So if this is false, then do whatever the previous thing did. And if this is true, then play your punch anim. Although I guess I don't really need a punch anim, now that I think about it. Because the player isn't going to have multiple things. Oh, you got an artist on the case. Yeah! Luigi GX. He posts his art to Twitter. I advertise him because he's my brother and he's also really good. Although, yeah, it is a struggle since, you know, he's learning how to make sprites and stuff. And, like, he has to essentially animate. Which is not a skill that he had. Getting better. That's why even after a couple months, I'm just using completely temporary assets I made. There we go. Temp punch. If this is true, then play is puncher. I'm sorry. Update punch animation. That's oh man. I'll be honest. These streams are kind of rough for me. Like these Mighty Grandpa streams. Going for 4 hours, like just working, like that's a good amount of time. And like genuinely, like 4 hours is kind of like around the cap of how productive you can be generally anyway. But working for that 4 hours is exhausting. Personally, I don't think it would be that bad if I just had more people that came to these streams, but most people only come to my reaction streams, and these like these streams where I work on the game only get 3-4-ish people, which is still better than before, to be fair, where it was like 1 to 2 and generally that's it. But this does make these rough. Mainly it's just concentrating and not having really anything else to have fun with. I enjoy chatting with chat. That's really what makes streaming fun for me. Alright, so charging, I'll add a variable called is charging. Wait, do I have is, pretty sure I do have a is charging already, so we'll also, to prevent confusion, is winding up. Winding up punch. Slightly wordy, but if it's better just be clear here. We'll set this to true. I'm glad I hopped on. I understand nothing from code, but you're cool to listen to, talk to, especially outside of the context of the verse, which is rare. Yeah, on the Foreman Discord, I'm mostly just there for the verse. Okay, set timer by event. Let's see. I think I need more space to work with, so let's just pull that out to the side. And figure out where to plug this thing in. Probably here, I guess. Yeah, probably there. So, no wait, this is on completed or canceled. So I'll put it there probably, actually. Doesn't mean I didn't really have to move anything over, actually, now that I think about it. It's just another little connection. And then over here, push this back again, like I've done before so many times at this point. We'll set this to false. That's fine. There we go. Okay. Then we set up the animation. Again. By the way, the way we set up our animations is a pretty simple, just chain of selects. It does, alright. Select this, select that, select this based off conditions, and then the farther left a condition is, the lower in priority it is, which means that anything in after it can override it. So that's fun. It's pretty convenient, honestly. Go charge punch. The condition is winding up. If this is true, then do that. Pass it on. Update. Charge animate. Wind up. Punch animation. There we go. Let's see if this works, honestly. Oh, did I turn off? Yeah, I did. It happens too fast. Is Unreal very keyboard shortcut focused to improve workflow, or is it more menus all the time kind of software? Definitely keyboard shortcuts. I just don't know a lot of them. So I've just gotten better at navigating menus. Well, it's also a lot of just knowing the names of certain nodes so that when you right click, you can just put up whatever you need and then pull it out. So I guess I would say it's kind of menu heavy. Yeah, no, definitely menu heavy now that I think about it. This punch happens too fast, which is something I always knew, but it's unfortunately becoming an issue here. Which I think I can actually just resolve by adding another delay. This one will be about like what 0.5 seconds. Getting to Photoshop and Blender was slow at first. I still don't know many of the shortcuts. Got a robot made in Blender for your holiday. Oh, that's fun. I wanted to learn Blender, but it just so much to learn. There's not enough time to learn everything, man. As much as I want to, as much as I like to be a writer, in addition to working on games, in addition to making like all kinds of YouTube videos, there just ain't enough time in the day. It's rough. It's rough out here. The range on our attack is not great. Is a little farther than our current. Well, our arms will be longer, I would assume, right? Focus is the only way to advance. Doing everything at once only ends up doing nothing. Yeah. Although I do enjoy just focusing on a ton of different things at the same time sometimes. I can never maintain that, but there's something so incredible about doing it though. Okay. Like 0.4 I think actually would be better. Oh wait, no. Yes. Maybe 0.45. Right, okay. This is what has to happen here. This is just another chain of booleans. And I need to add another delay. Of course. You know what? Yeah, there we go. I can at least fit that in there. Kind of nice. What I'm doing here, by the way, is that since the charge up has that charge animation, it needs to end with a punch, obviously. But we need a delay to turn off that punch. So the punch plays, and then after 0.4 seconds, it ends. Alright. Yeah. Gosh. I'm running out of space and... Can you get stunned while building up? Punch and get... Ah, like if somebody hits you while you're building up? Not currently, but that could be kind of cool. Mainly, all damage you receive, like, knocks you back for a moment, where like you can't really control yourself. So your character goes bop, and then you can get to doing what you're doing. So I guess yes, but like that's for everything, really, not specifically. Well, it's good to have multiple things to bounce between, but too much it'll overwork you and slow you down in your workflow too much. Find yourself mainly between two at the moment, writing art and writing / RPGing. Yeah, my two things I would say are this, my channel, and the Foremanverse. I'm constantly making stuff for the Foremanverse, even if I don't think a lot of it's been seen yet, but it's a lot of background building that when it arrives and people interact with it, it's gonna be cool when people interact with it. Jeez, there just ain't enough space. I'll just put it over there. That's what it takes for it to look nice. Kind of looks like he's dancing. Yeah, that's not at all what's supposed to happen, but so it doesn't work. I'm stuck in a loop of infinite punching. Break it down, white boy. Look at him go. He has moves unlike anyone has ever seen. I kind of love that. I didn't think how much it looked like my big grandpa. Okay, no, we gotta move on. I love that though. It's so in sync too, I know, right? This is like crazy. But, alright. Charge damage, I see. I put this all in the wrong place. Where this actually needs to go is here on completed. Don't forget the great rule of Bethesda game design. It's not a bug. It's a feature. Yes, of course. Okay, so on completed, we start punching. And we delay. Well, we do our delay for our punch, and then do our punch. Then, when the punch happens, we stop punching. You dig? Oh boy. I got it. Easy peasy. Probably. You know, eventually, I'm not gonna be able to say easy peasy about things anymore. It's gonna be reaching a point where it's like, okay, there's nothing easy or peasy about this. But until then... that should be fine. That's not correct. We're not doing our charge up at all. Gosh, it's still letting... I should not have looked at the clock. I'm like, oh man, it's not even 4 yet. Okay, oh boy. Maybe do that. My brain ain't fully braining, if I'm being real with you, but... Weird. Do you have a set amount of time you want to work for today? It's 4 hours. Always. I try to keep it at 4 hours. Where I start at 1 and I go until 5. Generally, that's like the goal for each stream. I noticed that the amount of time that I stream actually went down this week as well. So I'm like, that bothered me. Okay, so here's a weird bug that we're having. But also, it's not really that weird. It's kind of a consequence of these two things being separated. Which, in hindsight, they don't really need to be separated. Okay. This is a thing that I've been thinking about for a while. Our attack button and our charge attack are kind of exactly the same. The only difference is that for charge attack, you hold the F button. But a lot of times you end up actually using charge even if you only press it like really fast once, because like any amount of delay, like just pressing the button for even like a split second longer essentially turns it into a charge attack. Which does kind of mean that the whole attack button thing doesn't really mean anything. The reason I bring this up is that it's causing a bug. Having it, like, if you just press F real quick, you get stuck in this loop. Loop they can't really end until you, like, change the animations. If you hold it, it, like, works fine. Kind of. Can I make this animation not loop, though? That would be nice. Like, just serious question. Can I? So, honestly, I think I'm just gonna... Yeah, I think I'm just going to remove attack, like the normal one, and have them only be one. What's the difference between these two anyway? Besides the fact that charge has more, I guess, stuff. That's kind of it, really. Also, I guess it uses base damage instead of charge damage. Like, whatever. And, like, multiplies it instead of adding it. But, again, whatever. What's the HP damage like? It's just, like... most enemies level 1 have 1 HP so that you one-shot them. By the end of the level, some enemies have, like, 3 HP. Oh. And by the end of the game, things are at most going to have... normal enemies... Yeah, Mario style, pretty much. Bosses, of course, are the exception. They take a decent amount of hits to kill. And then you can take like 5 hits before you die, like, essentially, and that's it. Gosh, the rays are back. I just noticed in the camera. I really gotta change this curtain, man. So here's what I'm thinking what I'm gonna do. I am gonna copy this over, base damage, and base damage times 2. No, wait. How does when does charge damage get reset? Reset is over here. Okay, no, that's fine then. Then we can set base damage over here. I see what you're going for. Yeah, you're being illuminated. Usually when the sun's perfectly shining on my through your window, you get incredibly sleepy. It just annoys me personally. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do, I'm thinking. Right, okay, so this checks, is our charge higher than 10? If it is, because it can go higher, you just hold it infinitely. Set it to only be 10. So I'm gonna replace this stuff with that, and honestly, I'm just gonna delete all this other stuff afterwards. This base damage times 2 thing, irrelevant, honestly. That's not how you spell damage. Has this been spelt wrong this whole time? Incredible. Alright, so replace that. Then we need another set over here. I'm like setting things up before I actually make the changes. Okay. So cap at 10. There. Replace this one so that after you've done your attack, no matter what it was, damage gets reset back to 1. And then you have to build it up again. Get your... There you go. Since I'm just combining them, I'm just gonna get rid of all the variables for charge stuff, and since it's all just gonna be attack, pretty much. I mean, I know it's not the biggest deal, but simplifying this stuff at least a little bit. In hindsight, like, I get why I wanted to have them be two different things, but if they work on the same button and they essentially work the exact same way, like, really. Ooh, okay, I think I have an idea. So instead of what I'm doing right now, dang it, I have to make a new flipbook again. I'm gonna have different, like, holding positions where we have you start the punch, where, okay, if your damage is less than, like three, it's like 3 or less, it'll do this simple animation. If the damage is more, it'll continue to do its charge up. So it's like charge. Wait, no, how am I gonna do this? The basic idea is there. The math just isn't. The coding is not. It's fine, we'll cross the bridge when we get there. Okay. So replace that, replace that, replace that. Everything's replaced, which means we can just get rid of all of this. There you go. So right now, we just punch. Slight issue. Wait, maybe not. Maybe not. Yeah, okay. Slight issue. Yikes. And there's the bug where I can't undo stuff anymore. So I can't bring all that back in either. Guess I just gotta commit to this path, probably. Let's go into our inputs. Let's go into our... Let's open this up real quick so that we can have an idea of how this works. Yeah, I know. It is what it is. So, right now, our charge attack is a tap trigger with a threshold of 0.2. So... this does mean that there would have to be like a delay between pressing it or not. But I'm like trying to think. Completed is when triggered as finished, right? Oh gosh, I'm trying to remember how inputs work, like off the top of my dome. Because right now, you go 8 damage, 6 damage. So you hold it, and then it does, and then when you let go, it does this stuff. Oh gosh, this is gonna be a pain. Oh. Everything good? Numbers dropped down to 1 for a second, and I don't know if there's any bugs. Please tell me. Ongoing is while triggering is being processed, which is not what we want. An event has occurred that has begun the triggered evaluation. If we just keep holding it, it keeps going. How does that work exactly? I don't know. Tap, apparently. Actuation threshold. Okay. Slight issue. I think we could just... I remember for a while I tried to make it work with like hold and release. But that just wasn't really working. Because this is dang it. How does this work? This thing has no triggers, nothing. It just does its thing. It's just a Boolean. Cancel. This means you've let go of the button, like, fast enough. Then, in that case, go there. To complete it. There you go. I had to puzzle it out a little bit, but I did get it. I forgot there's background music. Oh my gosh, that scared me. My goodness. What was this doing? Okay. There you go. So if you cancel the input, which means that you let it go, you just pressed it real fast, but not fast enough to really charge up, then you don't start the timer. Go to the delay, do a line trace, blah, 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 take in your damage. How much damage you're doing? 1. At least that should be the case. Let's see what the corner says. 3. Fascinating. Why? How's it 3? How is it 3? Wait, what? How is it? How's your base damage 3? Okay, then you charge up, do your thing, and then, yeah, 3. What? I'm sorry. What am I missing here? Does anyone see what could be causing this? So cancel. We follow down this path. We have a delay, alright? It's for the animation to play. We do line trace forward. If damage is greater than 10, set it to 10, right? If it's not greater than 10, then just deal damage. Just deal base damage. How much is that base damage? It should be 1. What in tarnation? Okay, so I just dealt 3 damage to the thing. It didn't matter because it can't receive damage. So I actually have no idea why we're doing 3 damage, like at all. Which is that's confusing, man. I mean, technically it's not a big deal. I could just adjust HP around that. But I mean, I kind of just want to know why it's happening now. Maybe this is getting triggered weirdly. It is, okay. So interesting. Even if you press it fast, it still triggers the timer. Is this even getting triggered? It's not. I think that's because I changed the threshold. Well, yes, I know it affected Blueprints game. That's kind of the point. Tap release time threshold, actualization threshold. What? I don't know. That does slightly complicate things, to be honest. I mean, it doesn't really complicate things that much. It just means that our minimum damage is 3 now instead of 1, like you know what? That's fine. We'll just accept that. Minimum damage is 3 now. It is what it is. Little confusing, admittedly, but that's acceptable. I could be confused, I guess. Right, I'm getting tired. And my brain ain't braining too much anymore. You know what? Why don't we just chat for a little while? Take a little break. Maybe in the last 30 minutes I'll do some more work on the game, but I'm just gonna... Boom. There we go. Just chatting. How you guys been? Because I'll be real, I've been tired. I've been having fun, though, to be fair. Genuinely no idea why minimum... Well, I mean, I get why minimum damage is 3 now, since apparently the timer starts instantly. I mean, it's because it's unstarted that it starts instantly, instead of untriggered, which is that way for convenience sake. Because completed, I think, is based off of trigger, and it only gets called when the hold is done. It's whatever, it's a whole thing. But, yeah. Oof, water. What was it? I was gonna say something. I have genuinely forgotten whatever I was gonna say. Ruh-roh. I'm not even like joking. I actually just don't remember what I was gonna say. I'll send an invite to the... Is punch your only move at the start of the game? See, originally we were actually gonna have multiple moves, but I think it's more interesting to have it that you only start with punch, and then you can like unlock the other moves. You punch, you jump, and I'm thinking maybe punch and ground slam. Just keep those 2 moves, but then have everything else come in with beating bosses. Like 2 moves, so you know there's a little bit of diversity, and then yeah, that's it. By the way, Discord link for anyone who would like to use it and join our Discord. It's kind of a mess because we don't have moderators. Which I should look into getting, by the way, at some point. I'll figure that out. Probably soon. I should probably do it sooner rather than later. But, yeah. That'll be a whole thing to do at some point. Did I pick music for the level? Yeah, I did. I ultimately went with the, Did you leave before I even picked the music? Because I picked that like hours ago now. This one. I think it fits the vibe. But yeah, I feel like that fits the vibe. I'm kind of excited with it. I guess I should probably mention what I'm going to be doing tomorrow. I'm going to be reacting to a musical. What musical? Unsure. It'll depend on what people vote for. It's Team Star Kid, so all their stuff is great. So I'm pretty excited anyway, but kind of hyped for that. I'll be doing that then. Gosh, what was I gonna say? It's genuinely bothering me that I was gonna before I like brought us over to just chatting, I was gonna say something, but I do not remember. Gosh, dang. What was it? Okay, well, let me work through what I was doing. Okay, I was like working on the code, on the punching, and was like thinking, all right, maybe it's time to take a break. And dang, I'm totally blank. I got nothing. That's really unfortunate. Oh well. After this, I'm probably gonna change that curtain, finally, as I've been saying that I'm going to do. So after this stream, you probably won't be getting any more of those God Rays. I don't know why I call them God Rays, like they're like as a video game. But yeah, I'll deal with that, and probably gonna edit another video for the channel. I've been editing my reactions to like Nightmare Time and like posting them, so that'll be fun. So there'll be another Nightmare Time thing to watch for anyone who wants to. That's kind of really all about the channel that I have to say. But I know what I wanted to say wasn't about the channel. It was like completely unrelated, but I don't remember. Or like, was it completely unrelated? It just wasn't directly related to like the channel and stuff. Gosh. That's so annoying. I'm just gonna have to accept that I don't remember. Maybe I'll post on the Discord, be like, hey guys, this is what I was gonna say. But whatever, I don't know. I do, you know, speaking of all this, the just chatting thing though, are there people who just like genuinely just chat, like don't do anything else, well, and just like talk with people in chat? Maybe it's easier for bigger channels, but I'm thinking of how difficult that would be, especially like as a beginner. Like what do you even talk about, you know? Like imagine you just start out your Twitch career or your YouTube career or whatever, and you're just a just chatter streamer, and you're chatting to nobody essentially. That would be disheartening. At least, you know, when you have like a game that you're playing or thing you're doing, you can fill up your void with, you know, whatever you're doing, the game, the music, whatever, all that stuff, and you can talk about that and your thoughts on it. I'm guessing pure just chatters aren't very common in the very beginning at the probably. But I don't know, maybe it's possible. Very, very possible that's real. To be fair, I don't do a lot of research into other streamers. I heard that you probably should. Like, it's a good thing to see what others people are up to so you can get ideas. No man is an island, after all. Although, I guess I am building an island in a game. Oh, man. So, besides Mighty Grandpa, I've kind of been chilling mostly. Working on the Foremanverse, you know, a little bit of it's like a D&D kind of thing. I've been building more and more characters for it. And adding just more and more stuff for players to interact with. It's like a Discord GM thing. You know, for people who aren't in the know. I'm guessing that kind of experience is isolating for new streamers. Yeah, streaming in general, though, is pretty isolating. Because I essentially am giving up multiple hours of my day to just chat to to a camera. Thankfully, my schedule doesn't have too much of an issue, and I can kind of like my schedule is nicely built around that kind of thing, so it's all right. But it's interesting. It's interesting. I can't imagine spending multiple hours streaming and then not even one person showing up. That would be soul-wrenching. Like, even... I'm very lucky, honestly, that Lorem found me so early into my career. Because just having a single person around, and a person who's, like, joining every stream... it's very motivating, honestly. Like it really keeps you going. The thought that, hey, at least one person's gonna be there. And the thing that I've noticed that more people that are there, more other people join. It's like a snowball effect. People go where other people already are, generally. I don't know. It's interesting. I do want to try out new stuff, like for the channel, but it's kind of difficult to like add more stuff without taking away from what we already do. I don't know. It's a little bit of a... it's a situation I'm not sure how to move from here, really. Like, it would be kind of fun to turn... Because, okay, here's the thing. I know people don't really like my Mighty Grandpa streams. It's not really what people are here to watch, honestly. People like my reactions. People don't really care too much about my games, but they do kind of check that out. And no one's here for Mighty Grandpa, really. Except for, like, a couple people, like 2, 3. That's about it. Which isn't bad, and I do appreciate you 3. But it's it's iffy. Like, seeing my analytics, I can see that my channel takes a hit every single time I do a Mighty Grandpa stream. But how am I supposed to work on it when I can't really fit it anywhere else into my schedule, like working on Mighty Grandpa? I don't know. Yeah, this is kind of the questions that I've been thinking about. Would you guys want me to start to do less Mighty Grandpa streams? I guess push me to work on Mighty Grandpa outside of stream, and then maybe occasionally come up with like updates on it. I don't know. It's like an option, genuinely. I'd have to figure out how to do that, though, to be real. Honestly, I'm pretty new to this. I don't really watch streams much, so it's fine. I'm just kind of airing thoughts out, like spitting them out into the void, kind of. Although I guess in this case, you guys are the void. But yeah, I don't know. Thoughts. The thing is, if I just had more time in the day, I probably would just start what I would probably start doing is recording Mighty Grandpa for one channel, and then the same day afterwards recording like gameplay, and then have that be my B days, and then A days are reaction stuff. And technically, on some days I do have time for that, but oh my gosh, I know that's gonna burn me out so fast. I know it is. But also, from what I've seen when it comes to content creation, you kind of have to burn the candle at like both ends for a while to like build up your stuff. I can't really justify it though. I'm not earning any money yet, although I am getting close, and I do really appreciate that. Yeah, I don't do that little. Yeah, I mean, listen, I would be willing to do it for short periods of time, but I can't even really justify doing it for short periods of time at all either, because, as I said, I'm not earning money. If I was at least earning some money, which again, I am getting close to the points where I can like apply for affiliate or get monetization on YouTube, so that's pretty cool. But until then, I just can't justify the expense. I don't know. I this morning I was actually thinking about like what I could do for like YouTube, because I don't want my YouTube thing to just always be just re-uploads of my streams. Like, I can do that if I want, but I think maybe it would be kind of fun to. Content creation's rough, yeah, it is. Maybe I could do little, not documentaries, just like little videos about my opinions about certain games from like a designer standpoint. But I don't really think I'd be good at that. I'm just not a very critical person. I like stuff. And I don't like nitpicking stuff that I like. So I probably wouldn't be able to do that very well. Another idea that I had was maybe just making videos about ideas that I have. Like, do like a kind of world building series, you know, where we decide to just be like, hey guys, I'm just going to, I like world building, so I'm going to make a little series where I just world build. Well, starting with episode 1, where I come up with the basic outline for the world and that kind of stuff. Maybe I'll do like little drawings as well. I'm not the best artist, but it would be a nice way to like start practicing again. It'd be kind of cool, honestly, I think. But I don't know. Again, I just don't know. It's kind of a risk, but then again, I'm so early into my career. You kind of, the only way you can really climb is by taking risks at this point. A world building series would be kind of fun, I think, though. Like, genuinely. Have it just be purely with my little character, Redekai, where he just, like, does stuff and is like, da 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 da. And have him be the one that does all that kind of... Oh. Our music ended. How hilarious. Oh, right. The music's only 3 hours. I guess that explains... Man. Wild that my streams are now getting longer than these, like, 3-hour-long, just lo-fi videos. But yeah. I don't know. Would people be interested in a world-building little series? Where I kind of, like, just make... time to add to the playlist? Maybe. That's an option. I don't know. But the idea of having to edit videos while also doing streams and then doing everything else just seems like exhausting. Yeah, like make it like a second channel where I just world build stuff. And like talk about world building. You know, organize, say how I do it, how I organize stuff, talk about and of course all that little advice sprinkled throughout like videos where I'm just talking about a world that I'm making and its inhabitants and all that kind of stuff. Isn't it fine using the same channel? No, not even slightly. It's actually kind of crazy how much that would probably affect the channel badly. Although, then again, I've uploaded so much stuff that's unrelated to one thing or another. At this point, it probably wouldn't affect my channel that badly. So, like, it would be whatever, right? I don't know. I keep saying I don't know at the end of stuff. I'm like... It's like when somebody gives you advice and it's like, yeah, but that's just me. I don't know. It's as if... It'd be fun to see some world building session. You know, I'll start planning something out. I'll see what I can do with that. I want to make something unique though. And the way that I world build a lot of the time is I just kind of start making a world based off of like ideas that I like. You know what? Actually, maybe there's this whole world that I've been building, completely unrelated to anything else that I've posted or shared. Well, I have technically shared, like, in a story form, but I've been, like, functioning, like, messing around with stuff. So maybe I should, oh, Monster Garden? Yeah, no. Monster Garden is kind of like where I'm getting the idea, because I love Monster Garden. But what I'm thinking, okay, is I have a world that I'm kind of started working on, that I've been working on for like a year or two at this point, but I haven't really focused on it, or like the details and all that kind of stuff. It'd be kind of fun to take that series and be like, all right, here are these a ton of disparate ideas. Let's put them together and really elaborate on them and build a society and that kind of stuff. Because that'd be kind of fun, I think. And take various ideas. I'm kind of convincing myself that I'm gonna do this now. It's not the smartest thing, but I'm kind of convincing myself that I'm gonna do this now. What would I call the series, though? Gotta give it a... You know, part of success on YouTube is a catchy little name. Something that grabs people's attention. The World Builder series, I'm pretty sure that's taken, actually. I don't know. Maybe I base it off the name of the world itself. Like, have it be, like, related to that. Do I have a name for the world? I don't even know if I do. That'd be kind of fun, like... Because right now, the idea... Well, there are details, and there are some, like... It's mostly mechanical stuff. It's essentially just, like, a cultivation world and a fantasy world. If you know what those are. If you don't, it's kind of complicated, actually, to get into. Fantasy, you probably know of swords and sorcery, magic, various races, that kind of thing. While cultivation novels are like essentially Chinese Eastern fantasy-esque kind of thing, where people like absorb ki from the world and become like super powerful. Essentially, it's very few are any good, but they all generally follow the path of main character gets stronger really fast until he can kill everybody. Cultivation novels are a trip. I know, they're such a trip. I went through a phase of really liking them, though. And then I went through a phase of... Actually, I wouldn't say this is a phase. Then I found that I actually prefer cultivation novels written by Western authors. Because those are generally less crazy. I like them a lot more. You are courting death. Oh my gosh. Literally, that's using every single one. You have eyes, but you can't see Mount Tai, or how it's pronounced. It's kind of ridiculous. But the idea is like a world which is like kind of a fusion of those things. Right now, it's kind of like split down the middle, like. But I think it would be way more interesting to focus on the like middle part of the world and like how they're like intermixed and stuff. My face when my meridians get disturbed. Oh man, I haven't even really gone into like the whole like meridians and like kind of thing. Like how's that affected in a fantasy world? Like I've kind of made magic and cultivation like different things, like just completely, but it would be interesting to go into how much that affects stuff. And also the world's kind of split, but be interesting to have it be less split. Be like, yeah, even really far to the east, you can find people with magic. They're less, you know, less powerful and less used, but it's still there. Coughs up blood, falls, cultivation's crippled. No. Yeah. I'm having a lot of thoughts now. I'm probably gonna make episode 1 be an overview of the world and like the things that I want to work on it specifically, and then be like, hey guys, share your ideas about what I can do to like improve this world. Thoughts. I'm not really gonna do anything with it. I just want to build a world because I like it. But yeah. Gotta say, I kind of like darker settings, especially with things like Bloodborne, including these gothic or medieval dark tones into very religious world building or Lovecraftian things. Yeah, all right, I can get that. I mean, Bloodborne is just so cool. I like Bloodborne as well, so I get that. I just really gravitate towards like high fantasy in general for me. I think if I go into this, I'm probably going to diversify the cultures a lot more. With, because I've been introduced to the concept of cultivation novels that are, like, from a different culture, rather than Chinese, that are, well, cultivation novels that are based off of a different culture, rather than China. And that has... I think that's so cool. Remember reading Aragon in, I think it was middle school. You know what? I'll be honest with you. I haven't actually read a lot of classic fantasy stuff. Which is weird for me to say that I really like fantasy, but I haven't read a lot of the classics. Like classic high fantasy stuff. But it's just kind of how I ended up. Yeah, I'm like, I should write this stuff down. I will say, of course, I do think a lot of worlds benefit from having a story. Mine doesn't, but I think having a story that you can like build off of to like set up stuff. You know what I really like is magic not being all Dragon Ball-esque. Yes, I feel like a mage's the danger of a mage should not be their strength, like the strength of their spells. It should be what kind of spells they can do. Like, yeah, okay, the mage fired a you know, magic missile. Cool, I guess. They fired 1,000 magic missiles. Cool. I mean, alright. It's like, oh, wait. They set up a bunch of, like, arcane, like, traps around the area and have turned the entire field into a magic circle? That's crazy. Think of magic as a very complicated or otherwise mystical thing that's completely terrifying. I think, and that's how it should be treated. Magic should feel magical. It can be logical. It can have rules that make sense. But it should feel magical. Alright, I'm convinced. I'm gonna do this. And, yeah. That's kind of... Magic missile, fireball, cool. Oh, you cast a curse that makes people of the enemy army to werebeasts that rampage during the night? Damn. See, yeah, that's crazy. That's like, oh. That's way cooler than just pure force. Way more intimidating as well. It's like, oh, wow, you can just do this. I would have to rethink a lot of the setting, though, because... Well, not really. Kind of. The setting is inherently built around the idea of being a game to be played right now, which is fine technically, but Insidious, yeah, that's the term for that. Magic should be able to be insidious. But as I was saying, I would want the whole. What was I saying? Literally, what was I saying? Insidious, like, emptied my brain. I have no idea what I was saying. Yeah, it's really like built around being a game. So I'll have to shift away from that into making it more another kind of thing. And I just gotta think of how to integrate magic and cultivation stuff into the same world. Because I've already kind of because it's a game, I've already kind of fallen into the issue where magic is essentially just another type of cultivation, kind of. Like, yeah, the mechanics are different completely, and being a cultivator and being a mage is kind of almost incompatible because of the way that you need to do stuff. But it really is, because it's a cultivation world as well. I think I've leaned a lot more to the cultivation side, unfortunately. But that's because when I was running it as a quest, people chose to join a sect. But I think leaning more to the fantasy, like Western fantasy side, would be more interesting. I don't know. I got no ideas too much. Well, I got too many ideas, really, is the problem. Oh man. We spent like almost 20 minutes just talking about the potential of me doing a world building thing. It's almost 5. Little early, but what's new? I think we're gonna call that there, honestly. I had fun here. We worked a lot on my grandpa. We did get a lot done. I'm really frustrated about the camera, but we'll fix that when we fix that. And we will fix that eventually. But until then, I'll see you guys next time. Leave a like, comment, follow, subscribe, do all those kind of things, whether you're on YouTube or Twitch. It's all the same. I really appreciate them from you, please, por favor. And yeah, I'll be back tomorrow with a reaction to a Star Kid musical that you have voted on. And that's really all there is to say. Bye-bye. You know, we have music, but I kind of would prefer to maybe do a little. This is the outro song, do. This is the outro song, do. This is the outro, outro. This is the outro song, do. I like to sing the outro song for you to do. This is the outro song. This is the outro song, do. Bye-bye.